Welcome back, everyone, to Paltas Film Hobbies. This is a quick update on our old Dungeons and Dragons sort of deep dive. We've done a couple of videos on chainmail, and we went through like the first OD&D volumes 1, 2, and 3. You know, that's the Men and Magic, Monsters and Treasures, and Underworld Wilderness Adventures. So I just wanted to kind of do an update video to let you guys know that I haven't abandoned the project, and I will be digging deeper into this. I mean, we've played some components from Blackmoor. I'd also like to get maybe the next D&D campaign to be Greyhawk, and then out of that we've also created our supplement 3, which is Eldritch Wizardry, and Gods, Demigods, and Hero Supplement 4. But what I kind of wanted to put this video together around was a kind of indie project that's got its own history. Maybe you guys know this way better than me, but I came, as I mentioned in past videos, I came into the Dungeons and Dragons things with AD&D kind of in the original first edition books. So this is even going back before my time, but it was pretty long time ago. But I came across this, which is Jeffrey McKinney's original supplement 5 called Carcosa, and I've kind of made a copy of this out here with the Carcosa rules and some of the maps. It's kind of cool stuff, but it has kind of a Gamma World, Lovecraftian, old Dungeons and Dragons feel to it. So I was thinking of doing a Carcosa campaign as well. But in my research, I also found something interesting that I want to reveal to you guys as well, because I think I might do something with we've been playing The Thing, which I think has a Lovecraftian theme. But before we get into it, let's quick shout out to our channel sponsor, Pontos Fathom Press. So we've got Lost Carcosa in the Yellow Sign. This is part 2 of Tales of the Yellow Sign, August Moldenhauer. We've also got the Genealogy of Cthulhu and Necromancy of Nyarlathotep. Those books are collected, the 6 volumes of Balsamo and Moldenhauer, collected in the Omnibus Edition, Catu Journals out of Lovecraft's Providence. You can also check out Alchemy and Anthroposophy in the Dune Saga, and our Esoteric Dragon Mysteries, Decoding the Dragon Symbol in Myth and Occult Traditions. Go check out our bookstore link below. We also have a Patreon where you can stay on top of our old Dungeons and Dragons gameplay, A Song of Ice and Fire, miniature painting and gameplay. We've got Eldritch Horror out there. We've been doing Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon, Joan of Arc, and Conan by Monolith, to name a lot of other games. So in the spirit of this Lost Carcosa, Jeffrey McKinney's, I found that there was I'm not sure what the story of it was, but somebody had printed out, and it may be McKinney himself, I'm not sure, a Carcosa version of old Dungeons and Dragons. And I think that Carcosa's gone on to be it's got a standalone book, but this is sort of some of those early versions of it. This was an additional box set that was made, and I think it was just handmade copies. But I liked the concept of the art. I liked how they used the old Dungeons and Dragons. What was the book called? Deities and Demigods. They used the Carcosa mythos images. You've got Hastur here, Cthulhu, the Migo, Azathoth. I think these are the covers. So I kind of thought this was so cool that I went out and just made my own kind of version of a Carcosa campaign. So let me know what you think. Should I do a Carcosa campaign? But my idea also was, I was thinking to take. I was a big Gamma World fan as well. I used to have Gamma World, and what was the other one? Star Frontiers, something like that. The other TSR game. So I'm thinking of doing an old D&D style Carcosa campaign using these Carcosa rules, and transitioning from the concept I want to transition from is maybe take The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing. I've been playing the Infection at Outpost 31 thing, and I was thinking, what if I did a Carcosa campaign around the characters of The Thing that kind of diverges from the storyline? So instead of them having The Thing and they all get killed, what if that party goes into that alien ship and somehow portals through to Lost Carcosa? So then we've got the miniatures from Infection at Outpost 31, and we kind of learn the Carcosa rules and kind of go through the Carcosa gameplay. I think one of the things that I was also thinking about just in getting this on the table is I did pick up these black dice. Picked up these black dice that don't have any kind of coloring in the dice. I thought those were kind of cool. But then I picked up this insane set, and I thought that these were, when I'm going through the original Carcosa supplement, I see that there's tons of these tables of, first of all, they've got a very extensive Carcosa map. And I believe that there's a revised version of the Carcosa map here. Like this, right? They've got the revised Carcosa map. And this whole book is just the expanded rules that come from Jeffrey McKinney's Carcosa. So I thought I would jump into that. But I also saw that there was all these kind of 1 to 100 rolls for Carcosa monster generation, different qualities of the inhabitants of Carcosa. So I had these dice, I picked up these dice that were I thought that they were Lovecraftian, a die 100. This is pretty cool. Another one, I'm not sure how, this is a die 64 maybe, a 64-sided die. So I thought we could use some of these dies as we rolled a 53 and a 97. I think this one is a 30-sided die. 30-sided die. Got a 5. I got this is a 24-sided die. 15. We've got a 20-sided die. 12. I think this is a 12-sided die. No, this is a 14-sided. 16-sided die. 16-sided die, a die 10 percentile, a die 8, and I also liked their die 4, which was it had the corners nipped, so I thought that was a clever die 4. 2, a die 3 with just doubled up die 6, kind of like in Song of Ice and Fire for the panic rolls, die 6. This one's an odd die 7, which uses some kind of vertices. A die 12 and a 5-sided die. Is that what this is? A 5-sided die. Strange, right? 4. So yeah, I thought I'd use these for a Lost Carcosa campaign. So yeah, going through the Carcosa rulebook a little bit, I'm just seeing, some of those tables, like I mentioned, here's 100 elements that you can use, 1 to 100. Sorcerer's items, monsters that you can encounter, spells. A lot of the Carcosa, from what I was looking at originally, has a lot to do with summoning and incantations. So we could even pull in the Cthulhu Wars miniatures, right? We could have the Cthulhu Wars cultists being the ones that are encountered by our party of Thing travelers. So yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments, have you played Carcosa Supplement 5 as a part of a D&D campaign, or have you played like the supplemental Carcosa system? Even if you're a Gamma World player, let me know. I think all of these kind of overlap, and would like to get all of this on the table. The other one is, if you go through if we take a look at some of these spells, I think some of these spells were actually, not safe for the internet anymore. Some of it was quite horrific. I mean, kind of think of what's that movie there with the aliens meets 2001: Space Odyssey meets Cthulhu there. Look, but you've got the great old ones here. You've got Nyarlathotep. It says Nyarlathotep, one of the lesser old ones. Nyarlathotep is known as the crawling chaos. Uncounted millennia ago, the viscous bulk of Nyarlathotep washed down the river into the Lake Hex. 1716, a pale quivering glob roughly 5 feet in diameter. It continues to grow and reabsorb mouths, eyes, testicles, and feelers. Those with 2 hit dice or less are automatically stunned with detestation, such that they become mindless slaves of Nyarlathotep. All others must save versus magic at -4 or be charmed. Charmed chaotics will intelligibly serve and worship Nyarlathotep, while those of other alignments will behave in a purely destructive manner: insanity, murder, war, etc. No animals will harm Nyarlathotep. This is cool stuff, right? There's a lot of resources here. So you've got monsters and treasure. They've got all the great old ones as the monsters. So I think we would, I think we could start out with the party of the thing, but then have them slowly gain levels to get up to the level to encounter some of these great old ones. So maybe at first encountering cultists. So yeah, that's the original Carcosa Supplement 5, as it was called, from that. And I kind of did this to sort of fit with the D&D campaign. But then if we go into these Carcosa Sorcery and Men, we have a bit more of the Carcosa from the point of view of modernized game system. So yeah, guys, what do you think? A Carcosa, OD&D Carcosa? Let me know in the comments. I will leave it at that, and like and subscribe. Leave your comments below. If you ring the bell, I'll let you know when we're going to play that game. I think in the meantime, I'll probably first be doing, continuing the OD&D series and trying to get Greyhawk on the board, and then perhaps Eldritch Wizardry, Gods, Demigods, and Heroes. So I've got just giving you an update on the old D&D thing. I know a lot of you have been quite reactive to it, and I've been really appreciative of everybody's feedback. Okay, talk to you later. Thanks, bye.